We're at a really special place today, one of my favorites actually in Allegheny County. I was thinking about where I would want fellow Houghtonites to see and know about, and this place leapt to mind. Hi, I'm Eli Knapp. I'm a professor at Houghton College in the Intercultural Studies Department and Biology. We're at a place called Fort Hill, which very colloquially known, it was an old Seneca fort. Actually, it was a wooden stockade up here at one point. And there's been extensive archaeological excavations up here. It's a neat spot. It's on three sides, it's almost a sheer vertical, or about, I'd say, maybe 75 degree, with one trail that sort of leads all the way down. Everybody knows Moss Lake, the Greenway, familiar spots like this, but this is off the beaten path a little bit. We're very close to Portageville and Letchworth, and I lived here over 15 years without ever knowing this spot existed. Bird-wise, I come up here for almost all of my classes, whether it's conservation biology or ornithology or natural resource management, a lot of courses that I teach at Houghton. This talk is I wanted to talk about birding, obviously because birding is a wonderful kind of lifelong hobby, but this spot makes a wonderful place to come, especially in the spring. Before the leaves have unfurled on the trees, you're really up high and you can see really right into the canopy on almost all sides. So I've brought many a class up and we've just been bombarded by spring warblers coming up from the neotropics. Okay, so all that to say, you finally found that free time that you need, you found motivation to get out, you're ready to get out in the field. How do you go about it? What is the equipment you'll need to get out there and go? And I've got a couple things I want to show you that might help you as you start out your early birding forays. I would say in the order of things that you're going to need, first thing you're going to need is a field guide, after motivation and a willingness to get outside and see them. I was recently given by one of our most beloved community members, Dr. Michael Walters, recently gave me a book, John James Audubon. These are all the plates of John James Audubon. He was the guy who really brought us our first field guide, traversing the continent, making over 400 plates. So he's got all these gorgeous plates. He'd shoot the bird because of course there wasn't photography or anything like that. And then he would wire the specimens that he shot in realistic poses. Second thing is binoculars. You can't say enough for making small birds bigger when you're out in the field. Of course, it goes without saying that the more you magnify anything, so if I have an 8x40, if I'm magnifying something 8 times, I can hold it steady reasonably like this. But as soon as that goes to about over 12 by something, if you're magnifying something over about 12 times its size, any bit of instability and you're gonna lose your image. You'll need a tripod to hold it steady. So this is, I found a compromise, an 8x42 tends to work best for most people. And also, of course, you want something that is not really big and cumbersome. So I'd really recommend about an 8x40 or an 8x42 when it comes to binoculars. And then the third step that my students often take is going to a camera, which if you see something rare, it is wonderful documentation and it manages to freeze a bird. So camera, binoculars, points of contact, good stories, connecting with the local history of an area, all fantastic things to do really year-round and an awesome way to teach students. Thanks.